wanted to share a little bit about is sharing one-on-one with people as you do life. So for me, it looked a little bit differently. For me, when I was sharing my story about Juice Plus, I was coming into contact with people in the grocery store. When I volunteered at my church, I met somebody. When I was at my kids' baseball game, moms groups, like I met my first team member, Rebecca Downing, who's down at National Marketing Director. I met her at a mom's fitness class. So those were kind of the areas that I was meeting people, whereas Clay, where are you meeting a lot of your people?
At the gym, in the fitness world of social media, and anybody wanting fitness advice is where a lot of people come ask me questions.
So people weren't really coming to me for fitness advice, maybe someday, but they were coming to me for advice on feeding their kids healthy or whatever. So whatever you begin to brand yourself, especially on social media. But when you're one-on-one with people, there's always an opportunity to share a little bit of your story. And so we're going to just kind of tell you a little bit about what it might look like for each of us, since it's different, and it may look like different for you. I mean, you may be working a full-time job and be sharing this with your coworkers. You may be in the health and fitness industry, kind of like Clay, and have people coming to you for advice in that area anyway, so it may come out more naturally. So for me, it was kind of like I had to always be listening for an opportunity for somebody to either be talking about their kids being sick, or I remember actually when I first started Juice Plus, I had a full-time job as an event planner, and my boss was talking about how horrible his allergies were. And I said, I totally can relate to that, because I used to have really awful allergies, and I started taking Juice Plus and they started improving. And have you ever heard about Juice Plus? And he said no. And so I just told him I loved it, and I told him I would bring him some information. And he was so excited just that my own story, that it had helped me with allergies, that he literally like threw his credit card across the table at a meeting in his office and said, just buy it for me. So, it was just my story compelled him to action because of a benefit that he wanted. So your story is so powerful because it creates that Me Too response from somebody like, ooh, I want that too. And Clay's got a fantastic story. So you want to share a little bit about, your story, especially in the fitness world?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when I was first introduced to Juice Plus, I was told about the Shred 10, and so that was my first introduction to the products, using it, kind of transitioning into a more plant-based diet and so forth. So after going through the Shred 10, it really changed my life. I had less bloating, I had way more energy, I was sleeping better. And so at the beginning, I was just kind of sharing that with other people. When people ask me, what are you doing in the gym? Why are you strong? How can I look that way? I would tell them about the Shred 10 and just kind of share my results with them.
Yeah. So sometimes people see the results on the outside and they ask you, or other times they're talking about a struggle that they have. And even if you haven't, like I use the story about allergies, but even if that isn't part of your story, you can still bring it up if it's somebody else's story that you know of. And this is how you can do it. And the question that I learned in conversation that is so amazing to ask is, because you want to be a detective and find out more about them before you just offer your solution, is asking this: have you ever done anything nutritionally to help you with that, whatever their problem is, allergies or loss of appetite or weight loss or whatever they're struggling with? And sometimes I remember asking this question sometimes, or a time when somebody was talking about their multiple sclerosis, and she said, oh yeah, I've tried juicing, but I couldn't stick to it. Well, bam, that gave me the perfect way to introduce Juice Plus, because I said, have you ever heard about Juice Plus? It's like juicing, but way easier. And so it was a perfect connection point, because I found out something about her and something that she had tried before. So here's the question again, in case you missed it. Have you ever considered doing anything nutritionally to help you with that? So what are the questions you use in the gym?
That's a great question to ask people. Usually they haven't. So yeah. That can lead you to offering some solutions for them. And another question that I ask is, I don't really know.
Tell me about your diet. You told me that earlier.
Yeah, I'll ask them, I'll say, tell me about your diet. Have you tried anything nutritionally? Is what you're doing working? A lot of times they're trying something but not getting results. So.
And usually when you ask them about their diet, they go, oh, yeah, That's
Yeah.
like, right, their
Yeah.
biggest weakness.
Yeah, that's the hardest part for everybody, and that's why Juice Plus is so awesome, because it's so convenient. And another reason why I love the Shred 10 is because it's just 10 days, and so I come from a background of counting calories and meal prepping and so much time into a diet that it's not sustainable. So it's a game changer in that way.
Yeah. And see, the more confident you are that this is such an awesome solution, like as I listen to Clay, he's so confident in Juice Plus and in the Shred 10 program, that comes across so easily to people that he knows it's an awesome solution. And so, as your confidence grows, you're able to communicate that to people, because that's what we want to be. We want to be solution to people's problems. And so when you ask questions and you really practice that skill, you can learn their problems, learn what their struggles are, and then offer solutions. And it's coming from the heart. It's coming from a totally different way than traditional sales, where you're just trying to, convince somebody to get something that they may or may not need, and that's where traditional sales is. But with what we do with Juice Plus, we're looking for people who are looking for the solutions of health and finances and time freedom.
The main question I ask is, what is your goals? That's once they tell me their goals, I can basically, that tells me what they're looking for. So that's probably the only question I really ask them that I could say everybody could use, because once they answer that question, you can, go different ways depending on their goals. But I'll ask them what their goals are, and it usually involves, losing weight or getting in better shape. And so health or nutrition and fitness are part of that. So
right.
That's
and
kind
then
of
the Shred 10 is the perfect solution to offer them right from the get-go. Whereas if they're, wanting to make simple changes, wanting to build their immune system, wanting to help their kids, maybe the Shred 10 program is a little too much for them right at the beginning, but one simple change of adding Juice Plus and adding the gummies to their families can, make a huge difference in their immune system. So I guess our encouragement to you guys is, in one-on-one conversation, ask a lot of questions, so you get to know what people are really struggling with. And in fact, when I meet somebody and I want to build a relationship, I'll do a coffee date with them. And my three main purposes, is called a coffee shop interview. My three main questions that I want to ask them at some point in the conversation is, I want that, tell me all about you. I like to say, tell me your life story if I'm getting to know them. And then the second thing is, what is important to you, because I want to know what they're passionate about and it's really important to them, kind of like, what are your goals? And then the third question is, what would you like more of in your life? And then I know if there's an avenue for offering them the business, there's an avenue for offering them the product, or both. When I did this meetup with a new friend of mine a couple weeks ago, when I asked her that question, what she wanted more of, she immediately told me about her husband wanting to eventually start a new career. So that means she would have to go back to work. And it was like, ding, 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 like all these things of like, oh my gosh, this is perfect to share the business with her. So be a detective, ask a lot of questions, and be confident in saying your story. I say my story of, I love Juice Plus because, and I list some of the benefits that I've had. I love that I sleep better, that I have more energy, my allergies cleared up, and I don't get frequent headaches anymore. Because those are all things that the Me Too, response comes in. Clay says it a little different. I use Juice Plus because. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah.
That's a very fitness thing to say.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to what we talked about a minute ago. I use Juice Plus because it's easy, it's convenient, it's fast, it's affordable, and it's really the only way to get the amount of nutrition that we need in our bodies. The average person needs like 10 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, and that's just not doable for the average person. And if you're exercising, you need even more than that. So instead of asking my clients to eat 15 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, Juice Plus is a much easier solution.
Right.
And so I just kind of share that through my story of, Juice Plus is easy, it's convenient. You need this much nutrition in your body to be doing the activities that you want to do to reach your goals. So, but along with easy and convenient, it just changed my health altogether. I love Juice Plus because it gave me energy. It it healed my gut. It gave me more clarity and focus throughout the day of my thinking. It puts me in a better mood. I recover faster, and so I'm a much nicer person. You know, and
I can't imagine you
lot
not
of people,
being a nice person.
a lot of people refer to it as the happy pill, and that's very true. Everybody seems to be very happy after taking Juice Plus. So
Awesome. Okay, so just to wrap this up and boil this down, when you're one-on-one sharing, there's kind of 4 things that we just covered. Number 1, ask questions. Number 2, your story is your own benefits that you've had, but keep it short and sweet, you know, kind of the bullet points of the benefits that it's done to you. Or if you're brand new to Juice Plus and you're just excited about what it's going to do for you, you're excited about what you want to see happen in your health, that can be your story right now. Is I'm excited because I've really been looking for a way to, you know, support my immune system, or I've been looking for a way that I can stick to a program to help me lose weight and you know, perform better, and whatever it is to you that you're excited about. So, and then the third thing is, like Clay was just saying, have a couple of those bullet points of why Juice Plus makes sense to you. Easy, doable, you know, convenient, fruits and vegetables in a capsule, just a couple of those things that you could quickly just share with them. And then number 4, and this is a key, is to have that next step planned in your mind of what you want to lead them to next. Because when you're in a conversation with somebody, that's an exposure to another piece of education, another piece of something that can build their belief, and that could be inviting them to your launch Zoom call. It can be inviting them to an event. Events are so powerful for them to get the education and meet the culture and meet other people. That's what we did with Clay. We were like, we just got to get him to an event. And he met other like-minded people that really helped grow your belief, right? Mm-hmm. And what was your experience at conference when you went to JP Live?
Oh, it was incredible. Well, I missed the first conference and had major FOMO, so, but the conference in Indianapolis was amazing. We got to hear experts speak on how to grow your business, how to be contagious, how to, we heard inspiring stories of Juice Plus changing people's lives financially and in their health. And so it's just life-changing to know that it's possible and hear other people that have already done it. And we had incredibly amount of fun.
Yeah.
We had a party every night. We got to stay with some, my group stayed in an Airbnb house of a bunch of younger millennials. And it was just an awesome experience. So got to go to a city I'd never seen, and it's life-changing for sure. I'm excited for Phoenix.
That's awesome. So the other thing too that you can do to follow up on a one-on-one conversation is send them a video. Like, you may think of a video that's just perfect for what they're looking for. We have some great video suggestions in our Facebook group, or you can ask your sponsor, like, what video should I send them for further information? But send them to our jpdreamscometrue.com website. That's what I do when I'm in one-on-one conversation with somebody. So anyways, have that follow-up planned, and that's it. Just be yourself, come from the heart, and you can't go wrong, because we offer amazing solutions. So be proud, be confident, go do it, right? What do you always say at the end? Go dream big. And
yeah, dream big. Juice up.
Juice up. Bye, guys.